8:42, welcome back. Tuesday morning, summer season rolling right along. I know we've got these warm temperatures, so we want to save water use. We want to get the conservation going in the home. Sean Moss, home inspector, joining us right now. You did such a great job for us in the live. We thought we'd tap your mind to get some interesting ideas on how to save water. But first things first, where are we using water the most inside the home?
Actually, we're using about 30% in the toilet right here, and it's the biggest water hog in the house. So when we're using toilets, we want to work with a toilet something like this, but we want to get a dual flush. It allows us to save more water overall.
And what about the toilet bank? There's something that we can use inside of the toilet itself to save water per flush. How does that work?
Yeah, it's a toilet tank bank, right? A lot of people like to use what's called a brick, and they think that's a good idea. In theory, it makes sense because you're using actually less water because of volume. However, if you use a brick, it can get caught up in the lines after a while because it breaks down. So a toilet tank bank will actually work much better. It's cleaner. It's the way to go.
Okay, so tank bank's one great idea. Now the rain barrel, this is, I know rain's been limited here this summer season, but this is a great way to use water in the most effective way possible.
Absolutely. Here's a rain barrel, and basically what you do is you use this converter. What it does is it actually takes the water from the downspout and you can connect it to the back, and it fills up the water. So you can use it in the summer where we use most of the water anyway, and after a while you can use it to water your plants, your vegetables, everything like that. So it's really, really a good idea, especially here.
Okay, good for the outdoor use. I'm going to bring you over here because one of the other big culprits we talk about are leaks that happen within the house, within our appliances, and the steel braided hose, you say, is the way to go. Tell us about this.
Yes, from a home inspection point of view, we want to actually reduce leaks. So this bad boy is a really good idea. I like it because what you could do is you can put it behind the dishwasher, you can put it behind the washing machine. This connector here goes on the toilet and underneath the risers, and so basically what it does is it tightens it up and it's less likely to leak, more so than the other types of connectors that we have.
Now, is this commonplace right now for those people going out and buying new condos? Are this type of infrastructure already in place, or is this something where you need to look for an upgrade?
It's something where it's coming into effect. A lot of condos are having leaks because of they're using the standard rubber hoses. So this is a really good idea, and soon enough insurance companies are going to actually demand it.
Okay. Good old shower head here. One of the stats, I think we were looking at 350 liters of water a day used by Canadians. BC is one of the biggest culprits, and of course in the shower too we're using a lot of water. What makes this shower head a good one for saving water? Well,
this is great because what it does is it actually allows you to use 40% less water. There's shower heads that are 30 to 60%, but over time, that's a tremendous savings, and it's something that we should all be thinking about.
Shower head, something we can change, and also, especially when it comes to outdoors, and we know we have our restrictions with watering lawns, the timer on the hose. Tell us about this device right here.
Yeah, this is a very simple water timer, and essentially what you do is you connect it to the hose bib and also the garden hose, and then you time it, and essentially it stops the flow after a certain time. There's more sophisticated ones that are electronic, and they also work very well, but these simple products can all be bought at your hardware store.
And when you look at all the stats, it's what? Toilets, the washing machines, the faucets for the biggest culprits for water usage. What do you think it's going to take to change the behaviors? Is it legislation, or with the restrictions that, stage 3 restrictions in Metro Vancouver, do you think we're going to see a change already?
There is a change happening. However, it's kind of like the recycling movement. People have to buy in. Once they buy in, they start to do it over and over and over again. And especially since Canada, we're not really accustomed to it. So we're thinking, okay, we've got all this water, right? And we take it for granted. But there's other countries that don't have a lot of water. And also, the areas that are going to affect us most are in the prairies. So slowly but surely, we have to start thinking about this because, we have 20% of the water in the world, and only 7% of that is useful. And we're using, I would say, from what I've heard, second most in the world.
Yeah, and some of those
states.
For comparison, we were talking about 350 liters per day for Canadians on average. I think it was 150 over in Europe. So big difference. These devices are going to go a long way to help get the water usage down in the home. Sean, thanks so much for coming by.
Thank you.